This is our little conversation live here, Q&A live with Nikki from Just Styled.
Yes, yes, yes. Hey, y'all.
So, Nikki, tell everyone about you real quick, briefly.
Sure. All right. So I am Nikki Just Style, and I'm originally from the Virgin Islands. Came to New York, lived there, came in Atlanta, and now I'm here. And what I really study as far as in college was fashion design and marketing and business management. And now I'm an author.
Okay.
It's crazy. I got to get used to that, being an author. I'm not used to it just yet.
All right. Well, we're going to get started with the fashion first, okay? What
Yeah.
aspects of fashion interest you?
I started with modeling. I was signed to one of the top agencies in New York when I was 16, all the way till I was 24. So that's what kind of made me like fashion because I used to be around certain fashion designers and they're very creative. And I also started sketching my own designs when I was like in fourth grade. And up to this day, I still want to get my designs out there. So I started fashion and loving fashion because of that and retail as well. I just like styling people. That's the honest truth. I just like people to look good.
Okay. So, what's your go-to designer when styling a client?
I don't have any go-to designer. I will go from the top name brand down to Walmart. You
Okay.
just tell me what your budget is, and I'll just style you accordingly.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, tell
hmm
me, what are the ups and downs of being a stylist?
Well, of course, right now the downs is COVID because a lot of people, especially certain celebrity clients that I work with, they don't like to wear their mask. So that's kind of the downfall because I have a kid. My life is important. So I don't really book them or they book me because they know my requirements. But as far as the uppity up, I just love fashion. I love everything about fashion, being able to go to fashion shows, being able to network with people that's all about fashion. I love it.
Oh, I agree. That could be challenging.
Yeah.
Now, as far as Just Style, the brand, what have you done to expand your brand and the development?
What have I done? I actually started my wardrobe, my clothing this year. I started that, and right now I'm going into transitioning into summer. So I'm designing, I'm airing it first here. My swimsuit line is
Hmm.
coming out, and it's not going to be made out of the normal material. It's actually something different. So, yeah.
Sounds interesting. I'm probably gonna order me something, depending on what it is.
It
Fits.
comes in all sizes. When I tell
Okay.
you it's because I sketched it, I want, ooh, I'm not even gonna say too much, but it's good.
I agree. I agree. Now,
Yes,
what propelled you to write a book?
my life. My life. That's pretty much it. My life. I'm now grown, so I said it's time to talk some grown conversations. And since I can't do it because being married, you have to stay holy, holier than thou, I have to think about it. So what I think about, I write it. And that's how I started writing.
Okay. So your new book, Married to a Single Woman. What point of view are you trying to give to your readers?
Just basically any woman or even a man. That's why I said married to a single woman because it's relatable for both genders. So I just want someone that's in a marriage to know that if you don't want to be in it, get the fuck out. Just being honest. Can we curse on here? Just get out. If you're not happy in any relationship, you don't have to be married. Just any relationship. If you're not happy, male or female, gay, straight, bi, tri, get the fuck out. Can we curse? I'm sorry. Just get out. That's my main thing. I want people to find their happiness because, losing my mom unexpectedly changed my whole aspect of life. Like when
Mhm.
I tell you I used to be quiet, you would never even know I was in the room. But now you're gonna know I'm in the room because I have a voice. So that's what made me write my book. I just want people to be comfortable to
Okay.
express everything.
Well, you're talking about expressing yourself, knowing, when to get out of a relationship. So,
Mhm.
does your book kind of like help assist with people that have mental health issues and they're in a relationship and they're trying to balance, who they are and not be consumed by the relationship? Would that help them if they read your
It,
book?
it'll help you sexually. I know that for a fact. But yes, it's a book that can help all. Once again, any problems that you have in your relationship, I'm telling you guys, read this book. And it has a twist to the end because book number 2 is coming out, Trapped in a Wedding Dress. So it's, yeah, it's relatable.
Okay. Now, uh, as far as your perspectives on marriage, or like, is this necessarily for someone who is seasoned in getting married, or this will help someone who is, say, they
Newly.
19 and they want to get married, or they're 40 and they want to get married? Is this all about, knowing who you are in a relationship and you happen to be married, or so
Yes,
break
this
down
is for
the
any.
topic.
Yeah, this is for anyone that's about to enter marriage. I'm going to say don't do it, but then I'm going to go ahead and do it. But that's for anyone that want to be married, anyone that's already married and going through their stuff. I'm telling you, this book, all the feedbacks that I've had, this book has changed many lives already. One person is already getting divorced. The other person is getting married, and they're all older than I am. They're like 56. The other person was 48. So it's relatable. Yeah, it's a good juicy book. Anyone can read the book
Okay.
except kids and your parents.
Okay. Now, back in maybe like 2012, Essence magazine touched on, single women in a marriage, meaning that they didn't feel like they had the support system of their spouse or whatnot. Is this
Right.
along the lines of them spotlighting, not having a support system, even though you're in a permanent relationship, which marriage signifies?
Right. It really relates to that as well, because like I said, sometimes marriage, people think that it's always going to be uppity. And for me, I never cared to get married, just being honest. I never cared to get married. I never cared to be tied down. I never cared, but I am. So I just wanted people to be able to exploit themselves and understand that if you're not happy, get out. And not only that, but take time before you jump into another relationship, because that person that you're probably in love with is probably seeing somebody else and you don't even know.
All right, all right.
Hmm.
Interesting. Now, this is not one of the questions that I had written down, but
Oh, ask me anything. I'm very open.
so your creativity, with fashion, being an entrepreneur, writing a book, um, do you suggest that, the person needs to have that support from their spouse? Is that why it's fueled you to be able to fulfill what you're doing? What type of support system do you think you need to keep going with your career?
Well, honestly, I don't depend on nobody to support me, just being honest. Because my husband, he know about the book, but he don't really read the book. So it's not even about the support. It's just something that I know that I needed to do to get out there, because a lot of people are so reserved and trying to be so proper and conservative all the time. And I know how to put on a suit. I know how to dress corporate, but I also know how to be street. So I want people to be versatile, be open with themselves, because like I said, you don't need support when you really know what you're trying to do. Just go for it. And people who really want to support, they're going to support without you even have to ask.
Okay. Now you
Mhm.
basically summed up, advice that I would ask people to give for anyone watching.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the book being released, styling and, starting your own brand, what other personal goals have you accomplished in the past, what I say 2 years? Because technically 2020 is
Mhm.
like kind of rocky for everyone, but we made it here, correct? So
Right.
what's one of your goals that you accomplished that you, really felt like it was something personal?
Honestly, both of them, my clothing line and my book, because when COVID happened, I was in not a depression mood, but I was like on a standstill. Like, is this going to work? Is this going to happen? Because everybody's budgeting their money. So
Hmm.
this is why I make sure anything that I do, it's affordable, because I too have to make sure shit, I can afford it. So I have to make sure it's affordable for everyone. So having my own clothing line, having people understand what my brand stands for, and it's the Daily Solutions LLC. It's about building confidence one by one. I want people to be inspired, to love themselves, to motivate themselves, just explore self-love, and just know that you're worth living. Because I work with that's another thing, a foundation. It's called McKinsey Foundation, and it's with kids that try to commit suicide. Because her niece, who was 9 years of age, committed suicide due to being bullied in school. She
Okay.
killed herself.
Okay.
So that's one of my proud things too, partnering up with Ejanae. Shout out to Ejanae on McKinsey Foundation. She started that, and I've been rocking with her ever since.
Okay. All right, Nikki.
Mhm.
So where can everyone find, Just Styled, and of course Married to Your book, your new book, Married to a
My book. Yes, let's start with the brands in. So my clothing brand can be found on Facebook. I'm working on the website, but you can find me on Facebook at Just Styled, Styled brands, and you can shop there as well. Or you can follow me on Instagram at JUST, where it's right here in the hat, underscore styled, STYLED. Now, my book, because it's a juicy book, you got to go on Amazon, or you can just come through me. I'll order it and I'll get it shipped out to you and signed and autographed. Oh, also, if you're in Georgia, come through to my event, March 27th. I'm having a big book free signing event, and it's free parking. So come through from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay. Well, we'll probably put the information in the comment section in case people
Right.
so you can send it to me through text and I'll update this log. So anything you want to add? I appreciate your time today at LAWDIWOOD.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You want to add anything else?
No, just go get the damn book. I'm telling y'all, stay tuned because it's not only going to be a good read, but I'm working on film as well. I don't want to say too much, but just know this is not the last you're going to hear about this title. This is not the last you're going to hear about myself as an author, Nikki Hodge. I'm coming. I'm coming. That's all I'm going to say.
There you have it. Nikki Just Styled, Married to a Single Woman. The book is on Amazon. Of course, we're going to put the links down below in the comment section. So feel free to check her out and connect. And if you need to find out more, read the summary on Amazon and just make a purchase. This is Zora Lou, the Comedy Vixen. Thank you so much, Nikki.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Take care.
All right.